Chapter 4, Blueprint Clues. Now, the key to making money with the bank personality sales training system, of course, is to recognize and profile, according to the 4 personality types, what your clients or prospects are. So we're constantly looking for clues. We're looking for clues in the way they carry themselves, their profession, their office, their dress, their wardrobe, their words, the scripts, their emotions, etc. All of this creates clues. When looking for a way to identify the blueprint personality types, here's some of the ways that you can look for them. First of all, they're going to be very professionally dressed, inside the lines, right? Nothing too outrageous or crazy or way over the top colorful. Pretty conservative professional dress. They're going to be organized, so they're going to have their planning systems. Their purse is organized, as an example. They're also going to be punctual and even early. So look for the people who show up early to the event. That's going to be a big clue. They're very formal in their approach. So when they go and give you a handshake, for example, their greeting, the handshake's going to be very formal, very firm, not too firm, but appropriately professional. They're going to be clean and well groomed. They're going to be articulate, which means their grammar and the way that they speak and present themselves is going to be from a very educated, very grammatically correct perspective. They're also very polite and very courteous because they respect authority. And if they believe that you are superior to them in rank or accomplishments, they will respect you for that. They're all about their credentials. So if they hand you a business card that has MBA on it, as an example, that is a great clue that that's a B personality type. They're very thrifty, which also means that they're not going to go overboard on spending money on things that are not absolutely a must for the family or for themselves. They're going to drive economical or American-made cars, as an example. So when we start looking at what are the clues as we get ready to approach them, etc., again, they're very organized. So, they may shop at Men's Warehouse for their suits, pretty conservative. The Container Store is one of their favorite stores. They might drive a Volvo, which is, of course, proven to be a very safe, efficient car. They're going to have planning systems, whether it's the Franklin Day Planner, as an example, or the new Apple iPad. They're going to use it to schedule appointments and meetings so they can absolutely track all of their appointments. In terms of the profession, you're going to see the B personality type showing up in professions like accounting or teachers or lawyers or managers, people who have roles of responsibility and duty and titles. So when you meet these people, you want to be friendly to them, but not too friendly. You don't want to touch them too much. You want to be more formal. You definitely want to be organized. When I would go meet with a B personality type, especially when I'm attempting to close the sale, I would always make sure that I'm overly organized before my appointment. I put each of their information in file folders. I would color code my file folders based on the product line that I was selling to them. It made them feel very good, like they were in good hands when doing business with me. And all of these things counted and mattered. If I was going to be late, first of all, don't ever be late. But if you're going to be late when meeting with the Blueprint personality, you want to call ahead and say, listen, I really apologize. I'm going to be about 5 minutes late. Traffic was worse than I had predicted. I apologize, and I don't want you to feel like I disrespect your time. So these are the types of ways that you can identify the Blueprint personality and the behavior that you can show up when having a sales experience with the Blueprint personality types. The next section we're going to talk about is the type of scripts and the words that you'll use to sell your product or service and sell your opportunity. And this is where rubber meets the road and money is made so you can take it to the bank.